has been mentioned. You've increased investments in maintenance, you've reformed fiscal management of the T, but as was mentioned, this is going to take at least 15 years to upgrade a lot of the T's aging infrastructure. Can you tell frustrated riders tonight what you can do to fix the T sooner?
Well, first of all, we started with a system that had a 25-year repair backlog when we took office because, among other things, when my opponent was running the budget office, they left $1.5 billion unspent, and the repair backlog basically doubled. The fact that the backlog is now down to 15 years is a result of the fact that over the last 2 years, we spent more on the state of good repair than in any two-year period in recent history. The stuff that people really care about, the extension and expansion of the orange line and the red line, and the investment in the green line, that stuff's coming in the next 12 to 24 months. In addition to that, the signal projects, the system projects, the electric power systems, that's all coming in the next 24 months too. Remember, when people talk about a state good repair, that's literally replacing everything. Every station, every track, every third rail, everything. That stuff will eventually happen, but the bottom line is people will see real improvements over the course of the next couple of years.
Mr. Gonzalez.
In 2015, the governor said that his performance should be measured based on the reliability and dependability of the MBTA. So how about this? If you believe that your commute is better now than it was 4 years ago, then you should vote for Charlie Baker. But if you want someone who's going to actually take this on and be honest about the fact that we need to invest more and is going to work with a sense of urgency to fix it, then I am your guy.
Can I just say that for quite a while I've been hearing my opponent talk about the big investments he wants to make in the T. He has no capacity to pay for those. It's so dishonest to say to the people that he can fund the North-South rail link, that he can fund East-West.
How are you going to pay for them?
Fund the blue line
how are you
to Lynn, that he can fund the red line expansion. These are tens of billions of dollars of projects for which he's offering plans that many of which don't start until 4 years from now to generate any revenue. And the $1 billion, as you point out, Anthony, may not ever come to pass. We're talking about spending $8 billion on our current plan over the next 5 years, which will be more than double what's ever been spent in the T's history because we cleaned up its financial operations, because we found ways to do work on a pay-go basis, because we created the capital infrastructure to actually execute on a plan. Our plan is real, and it's specific, and it's detailed. What he's talking about just doesn't exist.
Mr. Gonzalez, how are you going to pay for it?
You're able to make the investments you're making because Governor Patrick raised taxes to invest in transportation. And that's why you've got additional money, but it's not nearly enough. And you don't have a plan. You say your plan is you're going to fix the T in 15 years. You filed a report with the federal government two months later that says your plan is more like 25 years.
So can I just respond to this?
But I have a specific plan to raise $3 billion each year from the wealthy. And whether it's enough or not to do everything that I've said, which I believe it is $3 billion more than zero, which is his plan.
Go ahead, Governor.
His $3 billion plan starts in 2023. That's at the end of our 5 years of investing $8 billion in the T's infrastructure. That's point number one. Point number two is the 25 years he talks about, that's where we started. That's what we inherited from the previous administration. Because we managed to make significant investments in the state of good repair, in the repair backlog over the course of the past couple of years, bigger than's ever been done since they've been keeping score. We took 10 years off the state of good repair. Over the course of the next couple of years, with the momentum we've created, it's really going to start to feel different to people as those orange line trains, the red line trains, and the signal and switch technology gets put into place. When you're dealing with a system where everything is 50 years old, the upgrades make an enormous difference with respect to reliability, capacity, and performance.
All right.